today I am very excited. Why? Because this morning in metropolitan Essex I saw 3 large species of bird in one location which I never thought I would see in metropolitan Essex. Let's have a look and see what I saw. First up, and probably the least surprising these days, is the buzzard, or common buzzard to give it its full English name and to distinguish it from other buzzard species such as the honey buzzard and rough-legged buzzard. Its scientific name is Buteo buteo. Back in the 1990s, if you wanted to see one of these soaring overhead, you had to head down to the West Country or Wales or up north. This distribution map, and the others you'll see later, is taken from my old Reader's Digest book of British birds, 1991 revision. In the past 20 years or so, the buzzard has gradually extended its range to cover most of England, and it's now reckoned to be our commonest raptor. There are 3 of them in shot here. Next up, another raptor of similar size, the red kite. Scientific name Milvus milvus. For most of the 20th century, the red kite was extinct in England and had only a very few pairs in Wales. But thanks to reintroduction programmes, one of the largest of which was in the Chilterns, this bird has gradually become more widespread. It has longer, narrower, more elbowy wings than the buzzard and has a distinctive forked tail. The jack calls you can hear are jackdaws, one of our smallest members of the corvid or crow family. And talking of corvids, my third notable bird of the day was the largest corvid of them all, the raven, Corvus corax. In some of my other videos, you'll have heard me advocate the importance of using your ears as much as your eyes when out birdwatching, and this was a classic case in point. If I hadn't heard the raven's calls and recognised them as distinct from those of the crows, I wouldn't have taken a closer look and seen them. In amongst the familiar cawing calls of the crows, can you hear the cronking calls of the ravens? Do let me know in the comments whether or not you can. Again, from the old distribution map, we can see that this is another bird which I would not have expected to see in previous decades in this part of England. So there you have it, buzzard, red kite and raven all in the same location up at Havering Country Park. If you told me 15-20 years ago that I would see even one of those species at that location, I'd have thought perhaps you'd been at the hard liquor. But no, these days that's what you can see in metropolitan Essex. Buzzard, red kite and raven. Thanks for joining me today on Naturally Curious UK. Do tell your nature loving friends about what's going on this channel. We'd love to welcome them here. Meanwhile, as always, stay safe, stay sane, stay curious and keep enjoying the wonders of nature wherever you are.